when I was watching it, I was like, damn, why does it look like I'm not looking at the camera? And that's why I don't even want to put the mirror there. Because I was looking in the mirror thinking that through the camera, it would look like I was looking at the camera.
Right, yeah, yeah.
I thought it would look more like I was looking at the camera.
But it looked like you're looking like right here.
Yeah, exactly. That shit killed me.
That shit killed me. And this is the thing is like most podcasters, that's a part of it. Like they have it where it's like I can see you from here.
Is your mic on? Thank God I looked. Thank God I looked. Thank God I looked. Oh man, thank God I looked. Thank God I looked. Talk?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's on.
I bet. And I noticed the last time. Cause it does I think one of my favorite parts about podcasts is like when or if someone's moving, it sounds like they're moving.
It's your boy, not GZX. You already know it's purple with no E. Play with your mama, don't play with me. What an eventful week. What an eventful little time. Yeah, we're just gonna dive right into this because it was some real. I'm just gonna throw it out there. It was some real nigga shit. That was some real nigga shit right there.
Why you say that?
That was some real nigga shit. The Corey Holcomb, Anton, what's his last name?
Daniels. No,
that
crazy.
Was some real nigga shit right there. I'm not even finna lie to you. I was really disappointed. Highly disappointed.
Disappointed is not even the word because again, you two black dudes, dog. You can't produce that and put that out, but you can at the same time.
So we watched the clip. I thought it was funny. I personally have my own opinion, but I'm gonna let Cuzzo Rel finna drop some gems because he didn't have the same viewpoint as me, but like. Yeah, no. He definitely changed my perspective on a couple things. So I'm gonna let him drop his gems real quick because I like the way he explained it. He made me look at the shit different because I had a whole different. Like I said, that was some real nigga shit. Yeah, but I'm gonna let Cuzzo go ahead and do it. Yeah,
this how this go, man. When you watch this. First thing you notice is it's two brothers and they're going at it, everybody going back and forth with the disrespectful language. I feel like the first thing we see when it goes left is that I brought you to my show. Like I got you here. So why you not answering the questions directly, which is typical podcast behavior. So if you ask me, the first time we saw disrespect was when Anton didn't continuously answer what it seemingly was that Corey brought him on the show for, which was to ask him straight up, hey, bro, why don't you talk about YT people like you talk about black people? However we think or feel about that question, that was something that clearly Corey had to get some straightening on. That's the first thing. Now, you'll see more so as we go that he was more so defensive, like, this the way I want to go, this the way I want to answer that, and it was disrespectful. So he came out with the suck. You ain't gonna talk to me like that, bro.
Suck my thing.
You're not gonna talk to me like that. As soon as you start talking to me like that, regardless, if you feel like you are well enough to not have to break it down to where you don't, because you can't follow that up with, nah, man, I don't have no problems unless it gets physical. Yeah. That's the only time I ever feel disrespected. If it get disrespectful or if you know what I'm saying, you get physical. You can't walk it back, bro. Once you say anything to do by some ninja, suck my whatever, bro, I'm finna pop you in your shit, bro. Like, that's the end of, you know what I'm saying? That is the end of the argument. That's it. Now, of course, you know we can't do that because we on camera. I know we can't do that because we on camera. But I gotta take it there because in the moment, I didn't know you was about to say that, so I'm finna take it there. Bro, what you mean, bro? Like, hold on, get out the way, shorty. Let's talk about this.
So, can I interject real quick? Real quick. I'm gonna just cause to your point, I was mad at both of them. Both of them. I was more mad at Corey Holcomb though, because it's his show.
Even if we
But to your point,
right.
To your point though, Anton Daniels.
Daniels,
I didn't even know who Buddy was really. Like I seen him on videos, but I don't know how he made his money. Right. I'm not trying to crack or nothing but he's not a celebrity. He's probably a public figure or has money.
Right.
But I don't know who he is, to be honest. But he came on here like Natalie Nunn or Lauren or the London on Cam Newton. He came with a point to prove.
Right, okay.
He didn't come for a discussion or debate. He came with a point to prove because he had a pre notion of who Corey Holcomb was. And Corey Holcomb, that once you said that, it broke it down to me. It was like, oh, you're right. Because I didn't even think about that. Because he came into it like Natalie Nunn. Or he came into it like, I already know who you are, so I know how I'm going to play with this.
So let me frame it like this.
Like, oh, hold up.
So let me frame it like this, right?
Keep it PG.
When you get clickbait, you get clickbait. We know it got hot. Boom, 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 boom. And we're going to break that down off of however we see it. But we always know when you watch it straight through, you're going to get it a little different. So let's frame this correctly. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Let's frame this correctly.
Everybody's mostly getting the clips.
Yeah, so let's frame this the way we want it to be framed, right? You invited me to the show, right? Let's think about it like a football scrimmage. How about that? Let's make this fair for everybody. We're going to think of it like a football scrimmage, all right?
Okay, so boom. I'll be the Goop. I'll be Anton David. I'll be Anton.
All right, you be Anton. I'll be
Corey Holcomb.
I bet.
So who's on offense first?
But no. So the game is the scrimmage game going to be at my field. And when you come through, we just going, you know what I'm saying, see what the offense and defense doing from spring.
20 plays.
Yeah, quick 20, get it in. So first few plays, I'm on offense, right? Because I'm going to bring my offense out. You on defense.
Yes.
We finna get it started. Boom.
I call blitz.
Out the gate.
And it's crazy.
Yeah. Out the gate. If you call blitz out the gate, boom, 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 3 plays. You're trying to go 3 and out. My quarterback get injured.
Now it's up.
Now it's like, bro, what you got going on?
I'm coming. Now I'm telling my boys, treat this shit like a real game.
Hey, bro. You good? You getting back in, right? So, bet. Now, when you get back in, bro, listen, now I got to tighten up, right? I got to get you right in your face mask and be like, hey, bro, look here. These
you hit my
don't play with, So, if we arrange it that way, like it's a scrimmage game and this at my field, you came out doing all this, that, right? Now you popping off like some, you can't say it like, if we're in the locker room, hey, bro, y'all boys were sorry as fuck the first few plays, bro. Y'all ain't do shit, man. Suck my, hold on. Whoa. No. We ain't even come out like that because, bro.
In the locker room, no whoa.
Beep, beep. They get right to it.
Locker doors closed and no coaches are in.
Minks.
Me. You say to suck mine, you better be ready to thumb.
100%. As soon as you do that, it's time to go. And in the male, in the male culture, you feel me? For us, like I said, I feel like when you do that, you know what time it is. So if you know that you're not the type
to
take it to where it's got to be physical for you to feel disrespected, how you gonna throw that kind of jab when you know that?
That's why we called you the Goop. I thought that Corey Holcomb was the Goop. Then my cousin came and broke the shit down. And I was like, damn. Nah, you the Goop.
So let me break this down, right? Real quick. I overall feel like he can't be...
Give me the timeline real quick. How'd that shit bust down? Because it came in hot.
Too crazy.
And
Scrimmage game at my field because it's my show.
First, I called 3 blitzes.
Okay, you came out coming hot. Of course, I wanted to see what y'all do, so I'm asking you some questions. You came on my show.
Facts.
So I got some questions about how I might feel like you might get checked in reality. So I need to know, like, hey, bro, why don't you say nothing about this certain type of demographic? You always talking about us.
And you know why I brought up the Natalie Nunn thing? Because I feel like, okay, boom. You came in there. Once you said what you said, it was like, damn, he came in there with a pre notion.
Right.
So when I come in hot with my questions, you should know that's how I am. So you
on my show.
Why are you getting that?
Why you taking it? Why you elevating it? Because I asked you one time,
I didn't see it like that.
And I'm pressing you, yes. You might have came on the show and be like, damn, bro, you pressing me. But at the end of the day, now you on camera, so you can't really feel like you're getting pressed without throwing a jab. So now you got to throw a jab like, nah, bro, you suck.
Nah, you threw an uppercut, fam.
Once you do that, it's like, hold on. I was just doing the show for real, so I got to move Shorty out the way, right? Because now you done blitz too much. Now I got to get my dog right. Hold on, bro. We don't got to, fuck these 20 plays. We about to go ahead and
play it. How it got to be played.
Jet motion. Roll them out. Bomb squad. Woo! Here we go.
Hey.
Put the defense out.
Now we running reverse. We telling niggas go crack back.
Because again, you came out swinging too hard. Once you say that, now I got to figure out again. Like this is the way I see it. After you say suck, you feel me? Now I got to get straightening on that. Just like we were, how you was talking a second ago. I got to get right back to like kind of where we were. Because until I figure out like that we agree that you wasn't supposed to go there.
Yeah.
You on my show, you on my turf.
Facts.
So I got to get my straightening how I'm finna get it. Now you can make it and dance around the fact however you want to do, which is exactly what he says. Bro, you dancing around the question. You don't want to answer. You dancing around the question.
You know, when I had first thought about it, I put myself in the wrong position. I had thought that I was on the offense, but I forgot I came on to your house and you're on offense first. I'm on defense. So if you run your plays, those are your plays. I can't get mad and start running blitzes in the scrimmage because you threw your plays at me. Like, I don't care that you run wishbone or
I'm supposed to run what I'm running. You're supposed to run what you're running. We're supposed to work on the 20 plays that we scripted.
And you're supposed to get better after this. You're not supposed to try to have a dick swing contest.
So look, bro,
now.
by the time you go into that, bro, I'm finna take it there. Now, anybody I know, like I say, anybody I know.
Run me down the timeline real quick, because I ain't gonna lie. From here, you bust it down real quick. You brought me back to where, okay, Corey Holcomb actually did the right thing. And like he actually
explained to him why.
In an alpha setting, he showed masculinity and control.
Yeah, because when he now Anton does what every dude who pump fakes when they run their mouth first.
Oh, you said the perfect
does.
words. Oh, he said
because the ultimate pump fake is, nigga, you don't want no smoke. I'm from. As soon as you go to where you from, we know that you thinking more so about proving what you about to say than getting the swinging and getting the hands.
And we also know that when you say something like if you really say suck my woo, that like if I roll up on you, I guarantee you the only thing he would have did if they went outside was went to his car and started swinging around his gun. Because if I walk up in your personal space after you say
SMD
and it's my show, I need you to touch me so I could beat you up, so I don't get sued. So I'm not even finna play with you like that.
Again.
But I'm in your personal space, and I know you're not finna play with me like that. You could have punched me, slapped me, spit on me, did whatever, and you chose to say, let's go outside. Well, after we get through this interview, because I'm going to get back to this question, we going to go outside.
Right. Now, look.
So go, yeah.
As soon as you try to, whoever starts to backtrack first, in real alpha worlds, we know, bro. We got to, again.
Facts.
Now we in the locker room. You done said SMD. I'm talking about, hold on, bro. I'm moving people out the way. People getting out the way. Move, little mama, get out the way, because you can't have your shorty in the middle, because you know all she gonna do is try to break it up and cause a bigger fight.
You can't have the quarterback in the middle.
So you got to get them out of the way.
Watch out.
Yeah, watch out. Don't try to break it up.
You can't get hurt.
Yeah, I'm on offense, you on defense.
Shit.
We finna fade.
Yeah, like, watch out.
You feel me? Boom. Now I'm trying to explain to you why you can't do that. Why you can't say that. You trying to tell me in the way that it can be clickbaited to why I'm doing too much. Because I look like I'm the one tripping.
And I guess because the clips that I see, it looked like Corey Holcomb's tripping. I guess I don't know what you were seeing on your phone, but you got the right impression from the jump. Because for me, it looked like Corey Holcomb was being a bully.
That's what it looked like.
The way it was clipped, it looked like Corey Holcomb was being a bully.
So when it comes down to it, because
you can tell Buddy ain't want no smoke. Yeah, I see the point now.
Yeah.
Then don't talk like that.
Because by the way it flow, don't talk like that, bro.
Don't talk like
because
that.
Because even if it was, even if you really are as alpha as you are, and we would have took it there. For one, we're not gonna do that because we on camera. For two, in the moment, in all reality, I'm pressing you for real. Because now I'm like, bro, just you know what you just did.
You know I could, because you know I could get sued.
You know,
so
and
you know you got to push the button first.
Right.
So slap me.
So
because we have a saying in Florida.
And I brought you on my show.
We have a saying in Florida. See a pussy, slap a pussy.
Right.
So I'm in your personal space. You said suck mine.
Now, mind you,
come here.
You know I got to get the straightening on that. If I can't get the straightening on that, you're gonna start telling me what you feel like you're gonna do. Where you from?
Because I feel like if Corey Holcomb flew out to his podcast,
then he started with the oh, I respect you. I felt disrespected, but I respect you. Who does that? The one who don't want no smoke.
It's about time we start calling these dudes out.
Now again, now it becomes, look, bro, I'm still on that. So now they do the whole, because it's going to be an argument, right? You feel me? Like once you go to SMD, it's going to lead its way to a fade. So boom, the whole breakup happened. It come back to where it's like, all right, as men, we're not supposed to do that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, so I just felt, so now you're supposed to take the floor and explain if you felt disrespected, why, whatever. And you're supposed to go ahead and accept the fact that, yeah, bro, I'm glad we ain't take it there. He missed that. He totally missed that he had the opportunity to shut it all down when Corey Holcomb came back and said, bro, it's all good. Like, hey, bro, you feel me? Like, it's just where I'm from.
Could I also give Corey Holcomb a better approach, though? What would take Corey Holcomb from being, in my eyes, I don't know if he's $1 million nigga, but the way he handed $100,000 nigga to $1 million nigga is he just put that shit on ice. I know how much is in that bottle. And get back to the bottle later. But I gotta do my rounds around the club and handle business first. Because at the end of the day, once Buddy sat back down, Corey Holcomb's main thing should have been back to the show. You feel me? Like, at the end of the day, like, I get what you're saying, but that is an ego thing. And if the camera wasn't on, 1,000%. But with the camera being on, and look, it's a whole production. Fuck it. You know what? I'm going to get this shit over with so I could get my money. Once this shit get over, if I ever see this nigga in a award show, I'm finna smack the dog shit out of him. And that's that. If I ever see him out in public at a I'm finna smack the dog shit out of him. And that's that.
Because once you close it all up, man, once you summarize it, shut it all down. After you disrespect me like that and go to SMD, walk it back.
And that is super. In the men's world, that's super.
That's it, bro. There's nothing more than that.
There's
supposed to be hands after that. So I took it there. We calmed down. You start talking about the next topic, and I'm clearly disengaged, bro, because I still ain't really get my
shit off.
So by the time whatever it is, we trying to get back to the conversation. Now I'm just finna try my best to go ahead and reconfirm. Like, look, bro, you know, in certain situations, that was too much. Because now the team finally got between us. And
it's funny, too, because he's sitting next to him, too. Nonchalant as hell.
So it's like, now the team done said something. The captain came and said whatever. We done sat down. And now I'm still like, nah, bro, that shit still was weak. So you feel me? Like, boom. Now I'm going to say what I got to say. And it's going to still be a little strong because I still feel like, bro, you still drop SMD.
Credit.
And when I do say that, if it come with any sort of element, like, look, bro, just where I'm from, normally we get the blows on that. You feel me? So like, I don't know how you felt because you felt like I might have disrespected you with the questioning that I brought you on my show to ask you. But damn, fam, you feel me? Like now you took it to a level to where you shouldn't really be doing that on podcasts because part of my point is this what you do to brothers. You don't really do that to white boys. However, the first time he got the chance to kind of say something about the YT boys, but the first time he got to say something in his soliloquy, in his little summary after, he said like, yeah, I got some YT friends, and then I got some YT people that I know that don't be doing what they supposed to do. Yeah. So Corey had one little time where he could be like,
you just proved my point.
Yeah, you're right. Now you finally like
opening up.
Acknowledge what I'm saying. But it took so long.
And you prove what I'm saying.
But it took so long that this not gonna get clipped because it's not it's not hype. So it's not gonna get clipped that he was like, look, bro, after you say something like that, you feel me, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, my little feelings about whoop-de-whoop, that you normally is. Because a few times he said, bro, no, I'm not even trying to be tough. And then he went on about whatever the next thing was, just like, I just feel like, again, you don't be bringing that same energy for the YT people, for the black folks. That's part of my example. He's trying to say, you showing me part of my example because you act in a certain way. So when you clip it up, it looked right.
And that's crazy because you know what? I hate to say this. That's almost when it's interracial disagreement, that's almost every non-black way of handling it. Rage bait until you lash out and then talk about your lash out, not how you got me there.
Yeah, bro. And
that's feel like, exactly how society treats black people. I swear to God.
See, you feel me? And like, I feel like, it's two brothers. So now we right in line with what we supposed to get from Corey. Because we got Corey going wild, and then we got, nerd culture on the other side. Or, because I don't know Anton from a can of paint, bro. I don't know him from nothing.
He said nerd culture.
So I'm just saying, however he financially made his way onto podcasts to being invited, I'm sure he's financially sound. So I'm just calling it nerd culture. I've seen him
on, I think he was on Myron's podcast.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's an athlete. Is he a comedian or something?
Never. Nothing.
So whatever, you feel me?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's another thing I wanted to say about this.
Because if it was two girls,
this shit kind of felt like he invited him on to clear up some smoke. I think he invited him on to clear up some smoke. Like, I don't think he invited him on to try to figure out if he's an interesting person. I think he invited him on. Like, they must have had some type of on like social media or something.
Something had to go on.
Yeah, so again, something had to go on because
if I invited you to the scrimmage and I'm on offense and first play I bomb squad, now you get the picture. But if I invite you to the scrimmage and you come in with the
smoke,
it's kind of like, now I got to be like, damn, bro, like whoa. Because again, of course, I'm going to interview you. Again, now let's reframe it real quick. Let's close it up and reframe it. Of course, I brought you onto my show so I can interview you. So I'm going to ask you questions. The questions I'm going to ask you, of course, are going to be controversial in some way. So, of course, I'm going to shoot at you. What's up, bro? You don't talk about them like you talk about us. Again, right? I just want to hear what you finna say. You got to have your own together. Now you're going to tell me later in your argument, like, look, bro, I don't feel disrespected unless people make it physical. All right. But when I ask you the question, you feel like you got to take it to where you got to talk about how I'm SMD to black people. That's crazy.
That's nuts.
So as soon as you go nuts. I'm supposed to be like, hold on, bro, that's disrespectful. And then you're going to compare what you just did to what I did. Which was invite you on my show.
I'm not going to lie to you.
And ask you questions that I want to know.
Look, I am not trying to be disrespectful, but when I see activities like this, I would bet your bottom dollar. I call him AD, and Anton Daniels grew up with a single mom. I don't want to be that guy, But whenever dudes can't separate whenever dudes have that type of morality to where they could take something small scale and try to compare it to something big on the principle end, that's because that's what women do. And that, like, as a man, you have to build your principles on something above that.
Because that's our argument. Look, this is what I was. Bro.
So I hear you on that. I hear you on that.
Because look, if we talk, because he
I
says
hear
it.
You on that.
Corey says it's like I'm talking to a. When he says that, I felt him, bro. Because it's like, bro, look, if I ask you what I'm asking you, we talking about what I'm asking you.
I'm gonna look this.
Then he says, we got to study this.
By any chance, can we look this up?
He says, we got to study this interview.
Can we look this
up? And that's what he's saying.
Can we look up Can we look up his Wikipedia or something real quick? Do you have internet?
Phone?
Do you have your phone? Hold on. Where's my second phone at? Man, we might have to motherfucking look up this goddamn. We might have to look up his Wikipedia because I'm willing to bet right now. I'm at 80% that he grew up with a single mom. I'm at 80%. If I'm right, this is getting clipped for sure. If I'm right, this is getting fucking clipped. I want to look up his Wikipedia. Man, please tell me.
They said something about he was trying to bring somebody on the show.
Because what's wrong in America, I see, is the fact that we have so many men.
YouTube content expertise and user experience. Daniel has built multiple income streams through media business and brand partnerships. Here's a look at Anton Daniel's net worth, and continues to make money through coaching, YouTube, and entrepreneurial ventures.
So basically preying on...
Hold on, let's not even do that. Let's not do that. So he's a YouTuber. Let's do that.
Yeah, we'll say that.
So he's a YouTuber.
We'll say that. That uses black culture, the negative side of black culture, to appropriate.
So he uses black culture to get money.
Get money.
To make it simple.
On the negative side, though.
In the eyes of Corey Holcomb, at least, that's what we're seeing. So, because again, I brought you on my show.
Because he's only talking about the bad things that black people do, but he doesn't talk about... If you're gonna talk about the bad things that black people do, you have to talk about how it got there.
And again, he's saying it in a form. He says, and the way that Corey is making his argument, the way he's making his argument is in the fact that he's like, look, so when you form your questions or when you form your statements, you always say like, black people aren't able to. He's saying, why don't you say it in a different format? So the question that he's asking him is relevant to the point or the stance that he came or brought him on his show for. So it's all to depict him, or it's all to get at him in a way to be like, yo, I'm trying to figure out why you don't be supporting us in the way that I want you to support us. So when Anton turns it to where, nah, you be acting a certain way and that's really not how you move. I don't like the way you move. It's like, yeah, but you just moved in a way that we're not supposed to move, fam, because you just said SMD and you ain't taking the blows. I stood up over you, walked up on top of you, did all the talking.
Are you trying
took it to there, said, hey, this, that, and third, called you up.
Are you trying to say?
Get up out of here, told
is
you
it
bring
Anton?
my son, all
it's
that.
It's Anton Daniels, right?
Yeah.
Are you
Anton
trying to say?
Daniels.
Are you trying to say that? In a nutshell, what I'm hearing from the outside in is he took Corey Holcomb's passion for anger. A lot of people do that. They'll take your passion and gift wrap it for anger so they could get their narrative out the way. When real deal, all you came with was, people call it aggression. Women, I ain't gonna say that right now, but
I mean, I'm just saying. So
yeah, but like a lot of women try to use it as a scapegoat in relationships. Not even just like girlfriends, but like even like, okay, a lot of the time women like to use tone as a thing to control it, but it's like, it's not my tone.
I mean,
like, I'm not even mad right now.
If you were to,
now you're making
if you
me
were to
mad.
play it this way, let me just ask you, bro. if you were to play it this way, who would be the dude and who would be the female?
That's what he's tone battling and doing all that rage baiting and all that shit. That's
Who would be who?
Did you find out did you find out his family background or whatever? They have it on there. I promise you they have it on there. It'll say like a family category or some shit like that.
Bro, I did not even look that far into it. I can't even lie to you.
I swear, I need to know, bro, because I'm itching right now. Because every time I say this, I'm right about the guy. I work at a barbershop. And listen, sometimes I be talking to dudes like from all age ranges, I'm gonna say from 15 to 35. And based off conversation, I can guess which guys grew up with their dad or grew up just with their mom. I don't know how I do it, but even with women, just based on conversation, I'll stop the conversation and be like, oh my God, you were raised by your parents, huh? And she'll look at me like I'm crazy, but I'm never wrong. I don't know what it is. In the barbershop, niggas be mad as fuck. Because I'll deadass say some shit like that, and the nigga always look at me like, what is that supposed to mean? It's like, fuck, I don't know how to explain this shit, bro. Like, damn, bro, I don't know how to explain this shit, but like, the way you be reacting to shit, bro, like my dad would have smacked me. Deadass. My dad would have been clowning me. If I would have said some shit like that, my dad would have been like, bro, are you crazy?
That's crazy. It says it's not available in search results.
I'm telling you, bro. I know it, bro. I know it, bro.
From
bro.
Detroit, bro. So you know.
Come on, fam. I'm telling you, fam.
I'm saying. So that's, I mean, again, like I can summarize it all up again because again, dog, if you were to look at it like a dude talking to a female, it's exactly what Corey would say.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna say it's like I'm talking to a female, bro. I'm trying to ask you something and you just won't let me try to ask you what I'm trying to ask you. Because you really must have something going on with it. And plus, he said, it's like you don't want to say something on camera like you finna piss off your boss. That got under his skin. And so that's what he says, that's what he feel like was disrespectful. That's the closest thing he said to disrespectful. That's lame, bro. That mean you put...
He came in with, that's why I said I think they had beef before, bro. That was my whole thing.
I mean, I don't know if it's beef because, I mean, do I not like you? If I don't like you, I mean, I don't like you.
I'm not going to lie, until you broke it down, I didn't want to tell you until we got on camera. But until you broke it down, I'm not going to lie, I had thought it was a hoax. I thought it was clickbait because he just wanted his shit to bubble. And then you broke it down. And I was like, nah, that was a real nigga telling an internet gangster or internet... I got money now, so I feel some type of way about myself.
Right.
Hey, money can make you feel however, but it's still a real physical life you gotta live, bro. And
yeah, because think about it.
I will pap your ass, bro. Like, that's what's happening a lot right now. Like, a lot of dudes in the street get money. I don't know. Listen, muscles, I always understood how muscles could equate to an inflated head about that. But getting money should never make you feel like you could talk or touch people or fight all of a sudden. Like, I don't know what it is about this generation right now, but niggas get money and act gangster. I mean, it makes no sense to me. From basketball players,
but it's gonna happen,
football,
dog.
That doesn't make sense.
But you gotta think it's gonna happen, bro.
That doesn't make sense.
Because you gotta think, bro, look.
Fam, I'm sorry.
If I'm from the inner city,
I
don't gotta be the biggest and baddest, bro.
Listen.
I could just have come from something and got me something.
I tell women,
it's like, bro, you ain't gonna mess with me.
Listen.
And if I come on your show, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you because that's just what it is.
Hear me out.
But I'm just saying, hold on. If I do that, now I'm stomping all over your show. I'm not going in the floor of the show because I'm being however I'm being. And when you up it, I can just be like, well, we got security here. Bro, I don't got security. Them my people for real.
But
who says that? Who says that in the locker room? Them my people for real, bro. Them ain't just them my people for real. You gotta pay for them. Bro, that's usually
but at the end
one
of the
who's
day,
coming from the angle like, bro, look, you trying to prove something, and I don't know what it is you trying to prove for real, because I'm following where you're going, and what you saying is, well, you guys, we got security, so we could go outside.
But at the end of the day, that's why I said, regardless of what it is,
I don't like it.
This always happens. And regardless, you broke it down to where it does still now makes more sense, but it's still light grade nigga shit.
Yeah.
And like I said, it goes back.
It's still regular locker room shit, bro.
The I can almost guarantee he probably Anton Daniels probably comes from a single mom. Just based on how he handles shit.
You think that's why you can't find no information on it online?
Yes. To protect his
development, image.
Exactly.
Marketing.
Because he knows how he'd get ripped apart in the media.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably, you never know. The information might be out there, but I mean, I can't find it.
Yeah,
so
it'd be on Wikipedia. Bro. You found out how he made the money, how much he's worth. And they always have family members related tied to it. But
to act like that, you act like you probably got a little bit of your behavior patterns again from a single mama.
So I was seeing this shit because I'm seeing all down my timeline.
What you got?
Single moms.
What you got?
Single moms going crazy on single dads. And then I seen this Pearl versus Anna debate. And I really wish I could sign up for one of these things. I really do. Cause I promise you, I have all the data locked and loaded, ready to just fire. Like I could go for, she got 5 minutes per topic. Bro, I would eat. It would come out like a Eminem freestyle. No throw up, no spaghetti on the shirt. I promise you. Nothing but Gatorade showers after that shit. I promise. And listen, I promise you. But like, it really dawns on me because in the barbershop, one thing I know I could always tell the dudes that were raised with their dad or a father figure in their life always stand out in the pack.
Yeah.
In a male setting, they always stand out in the pack. They're usually more confident. So what I'm seeing in society right now is a lot of men having to develop men because their dad didn't do it. And that's where this happens. This should have happened to him when he was a kid.
Right. This is the type of shit that is not the type of experience or this isn't the type of conversation that you're supposed to be having at 40 years old in no way, shape, or form.
On a podcast.
40, 50, however many years old, you know what I'm saying? If one of us were to go to another podcast, or if they was like, hey, yo, Purple, we want y'all to come over here and do a show, right? We want y'all two to come. We're going to bring y'all to the show. We got a few questions for y'all. We want to see how y'all going to do it rapid fire. Bet.
Yeah.
We get there. They go to being like, boom. Why don't y'all ever say nothing about dudes because we got a panel of women? Or why don't y'all ever say something about Cam Newton because we got Phillip Rivers fans? Yeah. Or because we got any other topics that we talked about, that we chose sides on, whatever. So they bring us to this place and they ask us all the questions, right? Now we like, well, we gonna get disrespectful in the way we want to answer the questions because we feel like y'all coming at us about stuff we clearly see that you might be able to have. You know what I'm saying? Again, we get defensive about the way we want to answer the question. In any way we do that, that's because in the moment, bro, we're losing composure.
Yeah.
We're losing composure. So now all of a sudden we gotta overreact. When we overreact, we the ones that start upping it in what we say. Now we gotta say, hey, bro, fuck you, bro. This, that, and the third. My SMD.
Well, I would definitely say we definitely have a lot of lower level testosterone men. Like a lot of women always talk about shit like niggas don't be lasting in bed. I really do think niggas like look how he's even doing his hand gestures and shit. Like Corey Holcomb's like trying to have a conversation with him. He's like, no. Like, bro, that's not shit niggas do. All that hand shit, That's not shit niggas
Yeah,
do.
bro.
I'm so like at that point because it's supposed to be smoke.
Yeah, bro. It's
You over here
supposed to be
trying
something,
to.
and now it's not, and you trying to
So
backtrack it, and that's not how it's gonna be. That's like you got raised from a female, bro. That's why. Look, let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you. So, when kids get raised by, you feel me, like the mom only, it's no dad around. Dude, you know what I'm saying? The young
I used
man,
to work in the child system too, so I used to work with mentally ill kids.
For real?
Yeah, Henderson Behavioral Health. So yeah,
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. I got the stats for the ass.
That's crazy.
No, come on, ask a question.
I'm trying to picture it in a way that kind of like fits what I'm thinking. Right?
No, come on, yeah.
I'm thinking like if you're a young man, right, and you're raised by your mom only, and you come up, no pops around or pops here or there or whatever. Now you are grown. Do you act more like Corey Holcomb just did, or do you act more like Homeboy just did?
Homeboy.
That's really the question that I want to ask.
You would act more like Homeboy because
now if I was now hold on, before you even get to your answer, the reason why I asked you that is because mom in that situation
lashes out.
Is somebody that I want to try to focus on for a second. If you don't mind me asking, you feel me? Like, so now look, if mom is the one that's teaching this young man how to grow up, she might be teaching him response patterns just by how she behaves, because that's what he's going to see the most. If he's going to see, you know what I'm saying? Again, look, it's not just all bad. Some of it's good, whatever, because he clearly became
and she's
somebody.
Doing what she has to do.
But I'm just saying, bro, he gonna be more so designed, I think, to be like, look, I'm gonna come on your show, and when you ask me something and I get defensive, and you're recording and we know we're here, we're there, I'm gonna get a little bit antsy. When I get a little bit antsy, I'm gonna act out. When I act out, boom, now I gotta backtrack because I gotta say that I respect you.
That's what I was gonna say.
I respect you. I respect you. I gotta backtrack it. Because now I want it to be some kind of way that is cool, but I gotta remember, like, damn, bro, I just tripped up a little bit.
That's the part where most men, that's where I catch most men, because you learn at a young age from your dad, don't say shit you don't mean. Don't say shit you won't stand on. You learn like certain things shouldn't be said in certain surroundings because you'll get your ass whooped. Like, you learn that from him first, and you kind of learn who was raised by their mom and who was raised, dudes that were raised by their mom, most of the time from my experience from working with the kids, learn from mistakes. Dudes that learn from their dad, learn from experience. And it's a difference.
Right.
Because when you learn from experience, you're still going to go through life. But when it happens, it's like, oh, shit, this is what this man was talking about. Damn. But when you learn from mistake, low key, it could happen to you 5 times, 10 times. And you gotta really replay all that shit over again and learn what happened to you so you can unlearn it. Because you've been manipulated so many times, you thought that shit was normal. And that's, I hate to, because you almost have to argue a nigga out his lifestyle.
Bro.
And it's crazy because you're trying to tell him, like, I'm not trying to tell you doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to tell you not doing it like a man. And that's a hard thing to say to a nigga. But it's the truth. But it's the truth.
And now I'm gonna be the one again I'm saying where if I'm focusing on mom is the one probably keeping pops away because she don't like that energy, right? Because that's ultra alpha energy. So she's recreating some rebrand version of it.
I got a little solution to this. Because I learned, so working with the kids at Henderson Behavioral Health, me and Nixon, we work side by side. And out of 30 kids, I only had one kid that had both his parents in the household. Damn. And he was actually like mentally retarded. Like, actually that part on
that's that ain't gonna fly. You can't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's hard.
For you to mentally, he was severely mentally ill.
Okay.
Like severe.
Yeah.
like on some drooling on herself type
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
like
yeah.
that part. But most of the other kids that
Can't handle himself.
the 29 other kids that I had,
That's sad, man.
all were a single mom, and all of them, I promise you, when I would talk to them one on one, besides the girls, because they had other issues, but all the boys, when I would talk to them one on one, nothing was wrong with them. They just ain't never been checked. Just like one kid
Just
had
lashing
asthma,
out.
and no one, mom too afraid to hit him. Not to say hit him, but like, look, bro, stop punching holes in my wall.
Right.
Ooh. So I had this kid named Jake, and Jake was like, I guess you could say wild. Jake? But Jake lived with his grandma because his mom put him up for adoption. And I peeped when I got there, Jake would always kind of use that as an excuse to make his grandma feel bad. Mm-hmm. And then he would always like cuss her out, shit like that. This is the first time I go to the crib. First time. Second time. First time was for like an examination. Second time I go. We sitting down at the table. I'm talking to his grandma. And he sit down and he interrupt her talking. And then, she tell him to stop. He called her, she says, shut up. Beep, the B word. Called her a bitch. So me being just getting out of college in the football mindset, I was like, oh no. So I pulled Jake outside. Spoop. I'm like, ma'am, can I talk to Jake outside one-on-one? Boom, pull Jake outside. Kid you not. Look, I was ready to lose my job. Once me and Jake got outside, I walked around the corner away from the camera in front of the crib. Nigga, I grabbed Jake by his fucking shirt. Nigga, don't you ever talk to your grandma like that in front of me, boy. I will lose my fucking job right now, nigga. hey. I was like, and he was like, you can't touch me like that. I was like, bro, I don't care nothing about this job. I'll beat your ass right here, bro. Go in there and call your grandma a bitch again. I bullshit you not. I wish I could find Jake right now because Jake could verify it. Boom, Jake called me later on and said, bro, I really appreciate that. No one's ever checked me like that before.
It's man code. Man code.
Now, after that experience, I feel like a modification should be made to the child support system where if a woman is nurturing a boy from 1 to 7, boom, cool. All medical stuff and stuff like that, dad should pay. But no child support. From 7 till high school,
okay,
stay with the dad so he could learn how to be a man. Now, if the dad neglects...
Requirement?
And
this is what you're saying should be.
This is how it should be. For a boy. I don't know how to do this for a girl. I feel like then the girl should be able to pick. We got to look what's going on in the situation. But for a boy specifically.
I got you.
1 to 7, nurtured by the woman. 7 to 18, with the man learning how to be a man. Nobody pays child support.
So you anti-child support?
Anti-child support.
Because again, if I think of how you get to child support,
I do think you get
this is the way I would frame it.
This gives it an alley.
I feel you.
Because I done there's no avenue in the child support system for a good dad. It's solely designed for a bad dad.
So let me frame this for you then. So the way I think that you get to child support is baby mother and the baby father break up, right? Or they're no longer together. This is what I'm just saying. Just let me frame it for you. So if they're no longer together, then of course she's gonna move on, he's gonna move on. Let's just say most times, right? Mm-hmm. She's probably gonna have a boyfriend, a new...
That doesn't matter.
Significant other, possibly get married before he would, right?
More than likely. That happens all the time.
Okay, so if
Women
I
go
frame
through
it,
2-3 marriages.
I'm just saying. So if I frame it that way, like, all right, so she's married.
Why am I paying child support? But look, this is the only time I think a man should pay child support. After that 7, if I deny that, bet. But that brings up a good point too, because that's my second thing. Because women have figured out how to finesse this shit harder than the PPP. Listen, if a woman gets married, child support should be terminated.
100%, I agree
There's
with that.
no
I think I like that. That's why
absolutely
I was kinda asking,
no reason a woman should be getting triple paid. Her job,
okay,
his job,
right.
my job. That's insane.
That's 3.
That's because women work now. All these rules on child support were built when 75% of women didn't work. Mm-mm. When 91% in 1970s, I think it was like 90-something% of people got married.
Might be time for them to review it. They gotta
all these women
come up with something new now.
Like I saw this in the Pearl versus Ann. They were talking about even alimony. Listen, the reason why our civilization is fucked up right now is because I hate to tell you guys this, women, but because of what men did to you in the past, I will admit that, because my mom did explain to me how feminism started. See, I actually really know. But sadly, 3 generations later, I thought Tupac, that whole time when he said we're going to make a race of babies that hates the ladies, I thought he was talking about us. But his mom was a what? Black Panther.
Yeah.
And he was speaking poetry that he was writing for her, right?
My dukes.
So he probably saw the infiltration, and he was talking to women. You guys have made a race of babies that hates the ladies because you weaponize the most beautiful thing in life, children. Because women get married, have children for money.
Talk to him.
I hate to say this, but the average man is on child support for $77,000 a year. $7,700 a year. The average child support yearly payment. Excuse me. You're gonna raise rent, you're gonna raise gas, you're gonna raise this. I get my kid and I spend quality time with my kid.
Right.
So you want me to pay $700 a month because we had a kid?
Basically.
Because my BM's married.
Right. So you saying,
what am I paying child support for? The day that nigga, the dude, what's that dude's name at the front of the thing that said, do you vow to take her bullshit?
Right.
Woo, woo, woo. And he said, I do. Judge, you gotta honor that.
Yeah.
That's ordained by the goddamn church.
Because I'm thinking like,
so if I'm supposed to trust this nigga,
right,
with my daughter,
right,
why do you need money from me? That scares me, because if you need money from me, just send her over here.
Right.
I don't understand. That's how I know this shit.
And then let me ask you this.
Even alimony.
Because look, I don't
if
really
I'm paying
know.
all the bills and my chick works, has a job, why do you get anything after you leave? You should have thousands saved. You didn't pay for nothing. What the fuck?
Bro.
And you have a job. Women work now.
Yeah, that's true.
So why are we talking like we're married to our grandmas? You women are not my grandma. You bitches are pirates. Pirates. Okay, you drink like a sailor. You cuss just as much as fucking football players. You guys have more sex than a drunk girl at the Kentucky Derby.
Running them up.
And you make money, so you make $80,000, so you can't be with a man that makes $80,000.
And you got that paper.
And all of a sudden, once it comes down to actually having to stand on 10 toes in that courtroom, for one, 90% of the time, and you guys have logged all the videos. It's over 1 million videos of women talking about how to scheme child support. But yet the court does nothing. It's 1 million videos on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram on women admitting to scamming, admitting they just had a vendetta and going in there and doing that. Women literally have been talking about how to gauge a man so that when you break up with him in a divorce, you get maximum alimony. Da, 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 da. And you guys wonder why men don't get married? Go fuck yourself. I hate to say it like that. Like, that's wild, but
which is crazy to say, because I think about it like, you might know more than me, but where does like, when you pay child support, where does it go? Like, does the money go directly to
bro? Let me tell you
something.
something.
Does it go to the state, or how does that work?
Okay, so yes, the mom gets a certain percentage, and what I don't like is she could spend it on whatever. I do think if she is gonna get child support, it should be an 80-20 split. 80 on kid things, that it should be like flagged if it's for like a Louis bag. And then 20% on whatever she wants to do. If she wants to go get her nails done or go out for drinks with her friends, you should be able to do that with 20% of the money that I give you. Cool, whatever. Because they don't have a system like that, I don't entertain it. So I don't pay it.
Right.
But last year, with the guys that did pay it, the dummies that do pay it, $1.6 billion of it went to the state of Florida. Yes, sir. And they didn't do nothing. What women
that's
don't.
Insane.
What women
that's an
don't.
Insane stat. Like,
whenever women argue that they feel big and bad when they go put their man on child support, argue this point. When you put your man on child support, that is you telling the state, I need a pimp. So what do women do for their pimp? Bring them the money. They bring them the money, right? So they don't even understand. They think that they're honcho. What they don't understand is it's the state, then them. Now, because they brought the state into the relationship. See, you could make court agreements without having child support.
Right.
They just go that route out of it. They know they're getting a cash out.
Right.
So,
because I'm thinking like this.
Hear me out.
Right.
Because I'm about to go real. Since they want to be 1965, fuck these bitches. Since they want to be real civil rights movement and act like they're all wholesome women and stuff like that, let's get real 1965, fellas. Listen, it's 1.8 prison cells in America, and we're overloaded. Hear me out, motherfuckers. Right now is the perfect time to smack these right back in the mouth. Because right now we have a job shortage. Right now, all this stuff is going on. If majority of us just stop paying, like them niggas stop riding the bus and we cut their money off, aka the state's money, they'll figure out a way to make a change. You don't want to listen to me? Keep paying. And listen, I have, the day that the judge told me, Mr. Crawford, is not about you. My BM, actually, that's why I don't talk shit about her. She did actually, last time we went to court, told the judge she did not want child support no more. And the judge told both of us, this has nothing to do with Mr. Crawford being a good dad and everything to do with control. That was the day
I... a round of applause. That's a good one.
That was the day I decided, well, fuck you. I will go to jail about this. You will never have the satisfaction of draining me dry. And my life literally has not changed. I go to work. It's not like I could do much. I have to work all the time anyways. So it's not, and I'm always with my daughter. And I figured out something. Time equals money, right?
Right.
So why don't men get paid for their time? Why doesn't that get added into the equation of child support? I spend my time, effort, and like with my daughter, but I don't get no value for that. But yet you want money from me. So how much, if you ask my daughter, life lessons. I've taught her life lessons. How much do you pay for that? How much do you value that? So when my BM was stuck in Hawaii during the pandemic and my daughter needed to learn how to tie her shoes, and I had to teach her that, what do you pay for that? How much do you charge that? And by the way, they were charging me child support
Right.
while she lived in Hawaii and me and my daughter were in Florida. How does that even make sense? So I say men should go on strike. We should hit this shit with the Rosa Parks. Listen, I promise you guys, as long as you guys keep paying, they will always keep receiving.
Listen, you got to keep receipts. I was gonna say you got to keep receipts. In some sort of way, you got to keep receipts.
I got some names because like it's a whole lot of TikTok people like out there. Like Anna, if you ever wanna debate about child support, alimony, and all that, and how y'all been duetting the system harder than the PPP, you guys have been smacking the system since the 70s, boo-boo. Okay, 50-year run. For the last 50 years, women, if you guys don't understand, women have basically been in control of this country. Not to say that they're in control of the country, but if you have control of the household, you have control of the country. Because president gonna handle all that shit over there. But who's handling shit over here is basically women. Because majority of women, like I said previously, married beta males. That happy wife, happy life shit, that didn't start until feminism, y'all boys. Like I don't know if y'all boys know that. Like I'm not sitting here saying that they should be your slave or anything like that, but we should be happy. You got me fried. And to think that we've come to a system where they fought for all this equality to be just like us, job just like us, military just like us, weight room just like us. But yet, when it comes to these simple things that benefit y'all always want to revert back to the 1960s. Man, let's revert back to the 1960s. Let's act just like Rosa Parks and sit our ass down. It's on. If you don't want to believe me, just look into it. Article 4D. The state has its interest in digging in your pocket. They don't care about your kid. And these women are so money hungry, they don't understand that they're sacrificing their kid for money. They lose rights too, goofy. So at the end of the day, we could have civilly handled this, but because you were emotional in the moment, because I hate to tell most of you women this, but at the end of the day, you owe your kid 7 years with that man. Then break up, do whatever. But the first 7 years of development, there's nothing you can tell me to say you shouldn't be with him, because at one point he had you feet up, whispering in his ear to make that baby.
It's only fair.
And you can't give 7 years to your kid?
We get 18. It's okay to talk about how many years we get.
You got women bailing.
It's okay to have all. Listen, let me take this. Let me take you from where you at. Let me get you where you at. Because from what I see you saying, if we can get what we get on paper that we are supposed to do for the kid because we made the kid, is it not fair to have on paper what you are supposed to do for the kid?
So I love that.
Because you made the kid.
Because all these women keep talking about their baby daddy. And look, y'all can say whatever y'all want about me. I don't care.
Enough.
I do not pay child support. I don't care. But what you will not say is I'm a bad dad. Because we got child support. We got child support.
We got receipts.
We got child support. We collect all the receipts. Listen, since the time my BM tried to put me on child support, I spend child support, if not more, on my daughter every month. I do. I buy the look. You have a husband. You have a husband.
Hey, that's
I'm not helping you with shit.
It's like we were saying. It's like we were saying. I think the same thing, man. Once you move on and get married, I don't think, that there should still be any ties to the last guy. I don't think there should be any ties to the last guy.
Bro, I'm not helping you with shit. What I look like
when you get married, isn't it a contract when you get married?
Fam.
So did you sign a new contract?
What do I look like fostering another grown nigga?
I know. Hey, look, it may sound
What do
crazy.
I look like fostering another grown nigga? Handle your chick, bro.
Y'all got married, right?
Handle your chick, bro.
I mean, did you not know what you were marrying? Or were you marrying?
I think it should be illegal to be married. You're either going to be single just like me.
I guess it's how you depend on your frame. It's depending on how you frame it.
Because now it's not 50-50.
I think
it's 75-25. Because you digging in my pocket and you digging in this nigga pocket too. No, you are double dipping, boo-boo. Get out of here. Beat it. I get it. If you have a little boyfriend, it's harder to get money up out of a boyfriend. He's paying the bills. She don't got no major bills in a job and trying to get money from two niggas. Then I need to be in the marriage too. Then I should be part of the divorce settlement.
Look, again, once you get married,
his bullshit is your bullshit. And I know that's my kid.
Everything you got is I got.
People are gonna be like, "Oh, but that's your kid." So, he chose to marry. That's not my problem.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think that when you frame it that way, there's a serious.
But they'll never look at it like that.
Loophole, man. That's a big loophole.
No, they don't want to talk loopholes.
I don't think
the whole system is a loophole.
I don't even think you'll ever be able to frame it that way for anyone to go with you on that conversation. Because they're going to already tell you that you're full of shit and they're going to get so loud.
Why do you think dating is the way it is today? Niggas done figured out women are scheming. That's it. We live in the information era and they think their seduction still works.
No, facts.
We already got the script. So now when the makeup got to come off one day.
Yeah.
Woo, all that. We already know how y'all be with the rage bait, gator tears. So we know how y'all are. Like, we already got all the info. All the little 304s keep talking too much on the internet.
Facts.
So we know how y'all really are deep down inside. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late.
It's too late.
It's too late. There is no... Ladies, listen.
You can't come back. You can't.
This always boils down to one thing. I keep seeing this shit on the internet. The dating pool's messed up. You know why? Y'all are dating to have a kid, to get money, and a divorce to get a house. They keep on pandering on the fact that most women own homes and are the most educated. 53% of women got their home from divorce.
What's the divorce rate? Like, what's the average divorce rate?
Average divorce rate, 51% a year. Per year. Per year.
So it's more
divorce. Exactly. Exactly. And then look.
Just enough.
And then look. If we all date this back, they want to go back. They always want to date back to 1950 something and 1960s when my grandma and my granddad, they were virgins way longer than you guys. Okay, we're not even going to go there. Fine, we're not going to go there. Ladies, if you didn't have sex so early, none of this would have happened to you. And you guys keep trying to find a way to make someone feel bad for you. That is this whole problem. You guys don't want to court. You guys created some dumbass shit in the 70s named dating. There's really no such thing. And you guys are mad that we figured out the game and we don't want to play your new, renovated, innovative game. You guys are trying to reinvent the wheel, and niggas is not going along for the bumpy ride.
Reinvent the wheel.
Because the one thing about all this feminism shit that women can't clock in their head, nature. So men are just sitting back. You gonna crash out in 6 months and get over that lonely shit. You gonna feel lonely. Right. And you gonna want touch.
Right.
And if you don't wanna act like you got some sense, and if you ladies wanna keep scheming PPPing your kid, then we'll just sit back and crank. Because right now is the easiest time ever to get pussy.
You think so?
Right now is all you have to do is have a place and be willing to listen to a woman's depression. Now I need to tell you, most of these women
that's
are
low-key.
depressed. Most of these women are depressed.
Yeah, what
if
are you
they're
willing
giving
to take
box
on?
quick, they're depressed. So what does that tell you about most of these single moms? They are depressed.
Because
So
how is there even a way to look at it on the other side to kind of make it an argument? Because like by this time, right? Because again, you're a single mom, so something didn't work, but you decided to make one of the largest investments you could possibly invest in your life. Well,
the problem is they made the investment expecting to get money, but a lot of niggas are back paid.
And then
they're not getting the bread. That's why they're on the internet complaining. Niggas not paying. That's why they're on the internet complaining. Niggas not paying. And they don't want to change. They fought for all these rights, but they don't want none of the responsibilities.
It's funny that you said that Tupac line earlier, because, when you say,
That's the problem we have right now.
Because what do you think people originally thought when he said that line?
That the way men treat women. But women get on the internet and talk about niggas all day, every day, how shitty we are, and da-da-da, but majority of these men were raised by women. Women didn't have a problem with men when men were raised by men.
At least mom and dad, no?
And you want to know why I know?
But it still got dad in there. That's
but look, you want to know how I know? Self-examination. Crazy. My daughter doesn't grow up in my house.
Right.
But she has both of us every week. I'm cool. I'm crazy. So maybe it's good that she doesn't have me every day.
Right.
But when she gets me, I sacrifice all my time to her. All the time that I could get. She's perfectly fine. She doesn't understand what most of the...
for that. Round of applause for that. Like that.
But like, she doesn't have all the mental illness.
Right.
All the anxiety. Right. All the early onset of depression. That's what goes on in these kids' heads. What these parents don't understand is, what these moms that swear they could do it alone, no matter how much they don't want to think about it because they want to battle the dad so bad, that kid is wanting the touch of his dad. He just doesn't have the balls to say it.
Yeah, the kid is a big...
I've talked to so many kids.
Right.
And on the back end, they don't know how to explain themselves. Right. But they want... And it usually comes out in anger, lashing out.
I can agree with that too, for real.
Even in learning disabilities, reading, reading comprehension, you would be surprised how much it affects a kid's reading when he's thinking in school, damn, I wonder if my dad's thinking about me.
Yeah, and then socially
they don't think about that.
Socially, it could make them, a little bit more reserved, a little bit more, outgoing, you know what I'm saying?
ADHD. Yeah, why do you think this onset of ADHD? My dad was a Fed. He was DA. He told me way back, ADHD is not real. And I was like, bro, how you gonna say that? You a Fed? Like, that don't make no sense. You work with them boys. Fast forward, I got my job. Every single kid that I had besides that one kid had ADHD.
Yeah, first thing they said, I got
every
ADHD,
single one.
I got ADHD, and they got problems.
Guess what? Every single one of their moms did. In the heat of the moment of a pressure situation. Explode and send them off with an iPad. Every single mom exploded. I just can't take it. Get out my face. Now, what does that do to a kid?
Right. How does that affect the kid?
Basically raises itself. Never learns how to deal with conflict. Never learns how to ease the pressure.
Right.
Only learns. So then what does that equal out to? And I'm not saying that being in a 2-parent household is better, But it is. Because if you're in a 2-parent household, when the one parent that acts like that,
right,
the other parent's still there to cool them off.
Right.
That's the dynamic that these people don't see because they didn't experience it.
Right.
And if you did experience it, yes, if you went through bad times, cool. But what a lot of women don't understand is there is no feeling like as a kid going to sleep and knowing nothing can happen to me.
Facts. Mom and dad over there. In the morning we finna do
when it's just
whatever it is we gotta do. But tonight we straight cut the light off.
So you know how many kids that I talked to that were around the age of 10 to 13?
Right.
You know what they were saying? I gotta figure out a way to take care of my mom. 10, 13. But they don't say that to her.
Right.
But I break them down. I get them to open up. I talk to them.
Right. Yeah, that's your job.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm cool, man. I'm not finna. It was against the law
being
for
raised
me
by
to tell what he's telling me. How
much of that you think like for real in real reality?
A lot, and you see it
and I say in real reality because they're only gonna use the worst examples of the dads that are gonna be like, well, how could the kid be with the dad instead? They might as well be with the mom. Well, I'm saying
I'm a living proof.
Exactly. So if I'm asking
I didn't get no child support, no PPP loan, no EIL, no EIN. I didn't get not a goddamn thing. And my mom kicked me out. During the pandemic, so the barbershop closed down. And I had my daughter. So all you women on the internet complaining, figure it out. Because I guarantee you right now, if they flipped the switch and gave the child to the man, you would see a whole bunch of men figuring it out.
Right. What are we supposed to do? What do we do with everything else?
Even, remember the movie Snow in the Bluff? I know this is going to be stupid, but you remember Snow in the Bluff?
Snow in the Bluff was crazy.
Okay. He was crazy until his baby mom died. And then he started getting serious.
That is true.
Niggas, when you put men in the furnace, we come out like diamonds. Women turn to ash. They're not meant for the furnace. I hate not trying to. You guys aren't meant for the furnace. I would gladly, any judge in America, give me my kid. No child support. I don't need child support. How about that?
Right. Just give me.
Why can't that be an option? I don't need child support. She could go live her grandest life.
Right.
I don't need no child support. Send my kid.
And she can go see her mom whenever she wants.
Cause hey, look, dig this. To all you raggedy females that keep talking about dudes that don't pay child support and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. My daughter has never needed nothing. Not a shoe, not clothes, not food, not nothing. My daughter's always been up to date. My daughter's always made honor roll anytime she's ever gotten. My daughter scored some of the highest scores in reading and science in her school. Even though she's not good at math, she has scored above average.
Talk to him.
Never been disrespectful in public like you raggedy females. Never done showed her booty, twerk, none of that goofy stuff that y'all got y'all kids doing.
Talk to him.
So this raggedy dad done did a lot. And I got about 2,000 pictures, 1,000 videos of great moments that we shared together with the money that I did not send. And guess what? Even without sending that bread, she has the same experience at her mom's house. You know why? Because that's what the fuck 50-50 is. You duck, raggedy, lazy,
so let's frame
scheming.
That. Oof. Let's frame that. So I think it should look like the way you said. So if I frame that, right, I think it should be no child support. When the kid's with the mom, 50-50. The mom takes care of the kid. When the mom's with the dad takes care of the kid. It should be 50-50 up to the parents to how that works.
They bust that bit down.
Nobody can not see the kid. Nobody can see the kid more than requested. That if it's not 50-50, it can't go over 50-50.
Like I feel like, let's say for instance they live in different states. Like right. I got a homie. This girl live in, you know who I'm talking about.
Right.
My business partner.
Got you.
Boom. Okay, bet. You want to do that little move and move? I get full summer, full spring, full
I get
winter.
blocks of the year at a time.
Exactly. And then he go there for
6 to
school.
6. It's either gonna be 6 to 6 or it's gonna go by the school year.
But we not
for
finna
school
play
you're
like
there,
I
for
can't
summer
handle
you're here.
myself.
Right. For
We
school
not
you're
fi-
there. For summer you're here. For
Real,
school you're there. For
real.
summer you're here.
You know, one thing I learned from all my studies and all this child support shit, we gotta stop looking at social media as entertainment and look at it as a study log. Scientific method. All these women that are complaining on the internet, logged. I got all the data that says you guys can't handle it. For 50 years, we gave you guys the kids. You guys said that America would be better. And all the statistics have gone down. Incarceration rate, 2 out of every 3 inmates come from a single mother. Down. Education.
Yeah.
Since the evolution of child support, since President General Ford and Ronald Reagan and Bill Clinton, they're the 3 presidents that got it in line.
Right.
Since that has happened, education has steadily gone down. Failed, ladies, failed. Safety of children. More children have been kidnapped than ever in those times. Failed. So, in all the aspects that you guys are beating your chest, finances, you guys work and still make less money. 53% of your houses that you guys bought came from divorce. Out of the 10 richest women, 9 of them came from a divorce. Ladies, you guys are beating your chest off the backs of men's work. Failure. We don't.
So let me stop you right there. So what I'm thinking right now is, so overall, financially, is it more women who make more than men, or is it more men who make more than women?
On average, it's more women that make more than men.
Okay. So
but they have stupid avenues that men just don't have the option.
That's fine. Ain't no buts.
Okay. No buts, but women do make more on average.
Okay. And how many percentage of divorces, how many marriages end in divorce?
80 end in divorce?
Yeah, just like if there's
on a year,
rough
I
number,
know
how many
51
marriages?
a year. It's 51%.
51% of marriages are getting divorced
a year per year.
Okay.
So if it's, let's say, 300 million people, 150 million are getting divorced.
Okay, that's a lot.
Niggas don't really. That's why niggas don't really fuck with each other.
That's a lot.
That's how you know they don't really fuck with you. And oh yeah, by the way, out of that statistic,
where I'm going with it is,
majority of them are less than 3 years.
how many of them are caused by men? How many of them are caused by
majority
women?
of them
I gotta look that up.
No, look it up. The biggest reason for divorce is women falling out of love. You think it's infidelity. No, it's women falling out of love. Look it up. They're just not interested anymore. They have too many options now. If you haven't noticed, the only problem with women are they're overly stimulated. Because they're naturally receivers. So they naturally feel. So all this Instagram shit, whoop, all this gassing their head up. That's why I be telling niggas, you can't tell no 6 she bad no more. You got to keep it a buck with her. Like, hey, like, you.
So here goes the stat, chat.
Oh, God.
This is what I got. Women start the most majority of divorces in the U.S., with studies showing they initiate around 69 to 70% of divorces, a trend that's more pronounced.
Oh, my God.
In college-educated couples. Reasons cited include dissatisfaction and traditional gender roles.
So they're trying to reinvent the wheel.
So 7 out of 10 divorces.
And we're not going for the bumpy ride. So they get a divorce, but they get half. Oh, that's another thing. You should have to do a psychological evaluation before the divorce is finalized. And if the psychologist says that there's no true reason, just you're in your head, you don't get alimony. You don't get half a shit. You just have to walk.
No,
I really do feel like that should be the case, and it should be a male psychologist.
And I feel like that'll. Hey.
Yes, Because the problem,
I bet you act
the
right
problem,
then.
if we take away child support, we take away alimony, we take away all those perks to women leaving, they'll be more selective. There'll be more no's on that. Will you marry me? It'll be more no's than I do's. It'll be less women just giving up the poon because they feel bad.
Because again, bro, like at this
Because
point,
there's
it's almost
nobody
like,
suffering but these kids. Because these
Exactly.
women think
It's
they're
all about
doing
the kids.
something. They really think they're doing something.
and you want to secure a reason for someone to do something for the kids, but you want it to be.
And I say that in the best regard. Like, I feel like what women need to get on the
For
internet,
you, not the kid.
what women need to start doing is getting on the internet and telling young women about your mistakes. The people you are talking about is your high school boyfriend that dogged you out, your college dude that you got drunk next to and he let all his friends hit too and told them all to play.
Wow.
But we're taught, most women, dudes, if you listen to them, they'll be 27, 28. You ask them, when was the last time you had a boyfriend? She'll tell you 5 years ago. Bitch, you were 22. Duh, that dude dogged you out. Didn't your mom tell you not to date young? And that's none of these, because all these women married beta men, because all these women were single, this new young culture has dominated the field. We have had sex at such a younger rate because moms will not say no. If their daughter, you see daughters being able to have their boyfriend sleep over more than ever now. You will never. I have a video to prove it too.
It would not
They had a video of a dude was walking around on TikTok asking moms, "What would you do if your daughter was a stripper?" And all the moms were like, "I'd make sure she went to the gym, or I'd make sure she knew how to like really do her makeup and da da da." All the dads were like, "Bro, I'm gonna sit down with her and ask her what I did wrong."
Right.
So it just goes to show you. I hate to say this, but I've never believed in that mama bear shit because in my house, dad was Superman. But I can't say that because the homie has a mom that is Superwoman. So I've seen it on the other spectrum.
Right.
But I've also seen for men.
But this is what happens, right? So when we're having talks about women, right, we're talking about basically those that are on the market still. So these perspectives are all from the women who are on the market.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
If they are single mothers already, that don't take them out of on the market because they're on the market, right?
I'm not gonna lie.
Now it could be mixed with single women who may totally see this different, but they're in the market with single mothers. So
when I say this, at least for us men, I hate to say this shit, bro, but the human brain is the human brain. All these women are tainted. We have to wait. That's why I said they need to get on the internet and make sure the next generation of women don't end up like them.
Like them.
But
because
they're tainted. You just got to deal with them now. There's no changing them. They just get better at what they do. So if a hoe is a hoe now, for sure, these days, in 10 years, she's still finna. That's why I keep telling these women, y'all doing this now. Y'all mutting yourself out. Y'all ain't gonna have hips in 10 years. Like, they're gonna have hip dysplasia going through the roof in 10 years.
I think I came up with something else too, like, because what happens with the male relationship, like chronological scope. Chronologically for men, we get better with time because the more time we get, the more we improved in our job, which grants us the ability to be a little bit more financially stable. Which means not 25 are we in our highest pay, maybe 30, maybe 35.
This is why these kids are suffering.
So if we're still dating high school sweetheart.
This is why these kids are suffering.
At 35, maybe.
None of these women want to step out the spotlight.
But if we can't make it that long because we...
No, it's not even that. These women don't want to step out the spotlight. They'll have kids. And a lot of them still, you hear it in the videos, and I don't mean anything by it, but listen, if you still want to live your life, after having a kid, like, just live your life. After having a kid, you just shouldn't have had the kid. And then everybody's gonna be like,
Right.
"Oh well, you should have been more diligent. You should have been more. You should have had more discernment." And at the end of the day, at some point, we're gonna have to sit down and say, our parents were right, and we shouldn't have dated young. We shouldn't have started dating. Dating is fake. We shouldn't have given ourselves away so young and started so early. That is everyone's problem right now. That's it. You just getting mudded out too young. That's it. Have every woman, damn near, that I know, at least by the end of college, has at least 10 bodies.
Listen, if you are a single woman with no kids, you are cream of the crop versus a single mother, same age.
I don't know these days, bro.
If you're
I'd rather
if you're 25 and you're single,
if you're 25 and single, yeah.
Wait,
but if
on
you're,
paper,
hold on, but if
this
you're 28,
this way we gotta argue it. On paper, you put 25.
Go a little bit older.
Line.
Go a little bit older.
27.
28.
Okay, we go 28. Slash 28
with a kid.
With a kid. You don't do any nothing else is on the paper.
I'm so serious. Same girl. Same looks and everything. Booty, face right, everything.
Right. That's
like I like.
All you know is that one is single with no kids and one
I'm taking a 28-year-old with a kid.
Okay.
You know why?
No, but I don't want to go there yet. Because the second thing because the second thing that I'm gonna put on the
25, I'm gonna take the 25 single.
Okay.
Because she still has the potential.
Okay.
But 28, I'm taking the kid.
Okay. So you think that she's a little bit more responsible because she has a kid and she might
That's
be
crazy. You took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah. But no, look. If I'm messing with her, I peep that she good with her kids. I would never mess with a woman that acts like the women that I used to come visit their kids.
I might go for this.
Half the kids that I used to go,
right?
When they would be like, "What's your recommendation?" I would say, in my head, I really wanted to say like, their parents need to get evaluated, their moms need to get evaluated. There's clearly some split personality disorder. There's clearly some bipolar.
I don't know, man.
She feels like a superstar. I feel like
I might have to go for the one with no kid, bro.
Oh man, from experience, women with kids, they're more chill.
I would prefer not to have to.
Ooh.
I would prefer.
You know,
I would prefer to be the first one.
It's not, and personally, I've never met someone's kid. I've dated girls that had kids, but I've never met someone's kid. There was this one girl that tried to get me to do that, and I was like, this is fucked up. Because we had already had, the dude did the dude, so she was like, clearly I know now, damn, you really like me.
Okay.
And I remember I was like, I hope she doesn't bring this up. But like she texted me, she's like, I want you to meet my daughter. I was like, I don't really think that's a good idea. And she hit me with so how serious are we? Hey, it was only like 2 more times we hung out after that. No. That she kind of got the drift. It was like, yeah, I'm not meeting your kid. I'm not meeting your mom.
Yeah, it's
I don't want to tell you what this is.
I mean, I feel like when it comes to
and now think about that.
When it comes
now think about how dangerous that of a situation this could be. See, what women don't get is I can control me bringing women because women know what they're coming for. Women, I hate that they don't understand, but I'm the guy. I've seen it. I had to expel myself from the situation.
Right.
Women don't see the danger they put their kids in chasing love, chasing validation. Sometimes they get so consumed.
That's part of.
Because she was ready to bring me around her kid the whole time. I just wanted to hit. But in her head, she's building this whole. You feel me?
Yeah, because you're giving it a shot.
And I'm just giving it a shot.
I'm just giving it a shot.
So now imagine she telling me she already done talked to her kid about me. Boom, boom, boom. See, they don't understand what that does because now that kid grows up thinking that's normal.
It's happened at least. So it's an experience that I can remember.
Damn, she just had a boyfriend.
I remember.
And then I used to play video games with.
And then what you told me was. So I went with that.
And now and now look, that kid becomes a teenager, and she goes to parties, and that's the girl that hangs out with the boys and gets super drunk.
Yeah, so let me take it from there. So again, now that same framework. Now we got 2 kids, right? It could be a boy or it could be a girl, but we're still with single mom, right? So, again, now I met homeboy. Listen. The first few memories that I can remember, I know that I moved out of that house before I was 3 years old. So if I can remember images and places and things I used to do and what my mom used to say, what my dad used to do, then I know that my daughter is 2 years old, about to be. So
you know it's coming.
There's something there's something going on in that brain. Pictures, images, sounds, the carpet.
Molding.
Certain stuff, bro, is starting to make sense to her. So I'm asking this question in a way, again, I'm framing it where it's like, okay, now.
You don't even, I don't mean to cut you, but you don't even know to the degree, because I working with the kids.
Right.
You don't even realize while you're chilling there and your kids in the living room, they're peeping what you don't like.
And look.
And what you like and what you don't like and what you'll accept. And they don't say it. They just see it.
We didn't have the internet. We didn't have, here, take this and go calm down. We didn't have that immediate fix, whatever. So again, you got a daughter, you got a son. They're watching mom. And they're coming up with all the ways that they're reacting and responding to mom, from mom.
But they're not
saying nothing. And mom now, let's just call it, let's be fair. Mom kept it thugging. She didn't, until the kid was 4 years old. It was like, all right, because I don't really want to bring people around. But now at 4 years old, it's a guarantee this kid can remember everything. Homeboy.
That's where they fuck up at.
If you come into the house,
that's where they fuck up at.
Listen,
you're hitting it dead on the head because that's where they all fuck up.
If you came in the house, try to wait. It don't matter if you introduced me or not.
You're not supposed to play super mom at first.
You have to keep that. Listen, I would imagine that you would have to. I can't see y'all hang out after my baseball practice.
Damn.
I can't see him walking to the car.
Because that brings envy.
I can't, because those. I'm going to remember that I saw him at least one time.
And that brings envy. Why so not my dad?
So again, to make my point, if I'm a young boy, then that's going to be what I'm going to remember about how
life
1 or 2 or 3.
That's normal.
Because I also watch all this TV.
Because look, no one's telling her that's wrong.
Right. So
that's normal.
I'm just seeing too many dudes.
No, you're not. It's not too many. It's only too many to you because you grew up the way you grew up. To him, that's normal.
I think.
Look what you just said it. You just hit it. That's why I said you're hitting it all dead on the head.
Now let's say the same thing for a young lady. A young lady. Now, this is what I think we are even more so getting to.
There's so much polygamy going on right now.
Because of just from based on me, again, I'm trying to be traditional, right? Because I think that I came from a basic traditional mom and dad household.
These women don't even know they come from polygamous roles.
If the young lady's in the same situation and mom is friends with O and friends with homeboy and Q and P and Thomas,
and they're dropping off gifts. They're all bringing something to the table, food sometimes,
and
we're eating dinner together sometimes. Now I'm 18. Now look, hear me out. Now the girl you're talking about, she turned 18. Now she at FIU by herself.
When did mom? First off, the question I was trying to get to was when did mom start introducing me to the Patricks and the Johns?
Whole life.
So
I dealt with it.
So if I
honestly thank God Irene got married because I probably would be in jail right now.
I don't know.
Because Irene tried that. Irene tried that at the beginning when we were going to the tit for tat at first when we first broke up. She tried to get Jit to call the first boyfriend dad, and Jit was like 2 years old.
Yeah, no.
Man,
like, come on, just don't even do that. That's not cool.
Like I remember, I was waiting at her crib when they were supposed to come back from wherever they were.
Right.
And she was like, "I will call the police." I was like, "No, go ahead and bring Jit."
Yeah. Again, only if you have plans of exterminating me out of your life. Because again, why would you even like? Again, that's just that's a whole nother discussion. But that's a part of what your intent is, if you ask me. So because if you have the nerve to be like, yeah, it's okay to let boop 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 call you do, that's not that.
So here's like, my thing about child support. Where in this court system do we deem that insanity? Why can't I validate that in court and say this proves she should not be? My interest is in the kid. Her interest is in vindication. Why can't I say that? And no one cares.
Where do you get like? Don't they normally have like a way that y'all like? How do you
Zoom court now? So you like talk on Zoom, but
it's not like do they? It's not they evaluate the recording to be like, oh, she was acting crazy unless it posed a charge or some sort of attempt.
I had the text. Like she was in the text, like boasting about how I'm gonna have this nigga call her dad. I mean, call him dad.
Yeah, that's.
No, I was really about to spaz. I mean,
again, like I don't want you to have to say nothing you don't want to say.
No, but like I almost went there.
Specifically, like, but I'm saying like these conversations. I know they're recorded. Dig this. Like, do they look at it?
I gotta break it down because I have evidence for years. I have real evidence. Like, hear me out,
bro.
Because the dude that she did it. This is how you know it's vendetta. And this is why I don't understand why the courts don't take this into consideration, because she could have got my daughter hurt. Backtrack 3 years before Aaliyah was born. I'm in college. My dog set up a little play. We was going to rob them. They was going to rob us. Boom. He get there. We said we got iPhones. We ain't got no iPhones. He said he got money. He ain't got no money. Boom, boom, boom. My dog get the tussling. Do. So, boom. I'm supposed to be my dog behind the house. I'm in the car.
Right.
I hear screaming, so boom, I bang it to the neighborhood. I pass them niggas while I'm going to get him. I get him. I'm speeding up so I get him. Boom. We calling them. We rally up. We all link up. Nigga, it's her ex-boyfriend from middle school. So boom, you know his sister, Bermani Vargas. She went to Silver Trail.
Oh.
So boom. Hear me out. She tipped him because I was about to. She was like, "Yo, you better not go over there." So boom, whatever. This day though, this is right before all that shit happened. So this is 3 years before that. All that happens. Boom, blow. You already know.
Pew pew.
Right there in front of Jerseys. We all linked up. A nigga had machete. Boom, 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 boom. Cuzzo pulled up. Them boys pulled out an AK. Them boys pulled out a yacht from behind the door. Cuzzo, boop, boop. From behind, from the McDonald's right there in front of from Jerseys.
Oh, wow.
Bust the window in the front of the little store now. It's something new now, though, but yeah, bust the window. So, boom.
Oh, wow.
So, listen. So, boom.
Yeah.
So, hear me out. So, boom.
Yeah.
So,
God, dog.
We drive. So, boom. Fast forward now. The year my daughter gets conceived, so this is the senior year of school, I use her to set this nigga up because he DM'd her. So boom, I go to set this nigga up. I'm texting like I'm her.
Right.
Yeah, baby. The text before he gives me the address because he thinks I'm her.
The low.
He talked to his sister. And his sister was like, "Don't go over there. Like, don't bring her over here. If this bitch come over here, I'm gonna beat her ass."
Facts.
Because I just saw her with him.
Right.
So boom, whatever. Didn't get it. Didn't come through. Tell me how after we break up, the first nigga she bring my daughter around is this nigga.
First one.
I'm like, how you gonna bring my daughter around a nigga you tried to set up for a lick, bitch?
So check this out. So let me tell you something.
Like, how come I can't take this? This bitch is crazy.
So check this out. Of course, now we got to remove a couple of key variables like kid involvement in X, Y, and Z. But I can just speak to the level of delusion that